I got all things that are good.
Conflict/post-conflict crisis management, economic recovery is desirable.
We're looking for police
Economic
officers.
recovery? Why is that desirable for work experience
I
at
don't
this
know.
point in
That
time in the
sounds like-
United States?
that sounds like a police
Experience
officer.
coordinating multiple partner agencies, funds, or programs is also desirable.
All right, but that's if that is...
Fluency in English is required.
That's if
Knowledge
that
of
conspiracy
French
theory
is
could be true.
desirable.
Because that could all be for naught. You know what I'm saying? That could all be for just in case they're able to actually break up this asteroid that I'm about to tell you about. And it hits, but it doesn't hit with the full impact of a whole
So
giant
you mean
2.5
like,
mile wide asteroid
like in Deep
hitting.
Impact, where the 2.5 mile wide asteroid, or comet or whatever it was in that movie, they sent the ship up and it broke into two pieces, and they were able to blow up the one piece, but the other piece still hit.
Exactly. But then you would have mass chaos because you would have so much shit going on that you'd have people robbing each other. It would,
Bear in
it
mind,
would feel
they
like
didn't
the end
tell
of days.
the public until there was only like 3.5
Exactly,
weeks left.
exactly, and that's how this would go too. They'd implement all these executive orders, and only the smartest of us and the most, the people with our ears up the most, will notice like a day or two before that they've enacted all these executive orders, and like, holy shit, it's September 21st or September 22nd, and they just enacted these executive orders. Like, something getting ready to fucking happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well,
but-
my first thought will be false flag.
That's exactly.
Shit, asteroid.
Could be, exactly. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people think it's that we're about to have some sort of false flag event to ensure that all these executive orders are pushed through and are enacted, and that's the new America, right? But they could all also be for the scenario, the deep impact scenario Brian just explained, which, let me tell you about it. Conspiracy theorists have connected the Jade Helm 15 military exercise with an apocalypse caused by a comet or asteroid striking the Earth. The Jade Helm 15 military exercise has an ending date of September 15th, 2015, which is the same month identified by conspiracy theorists for the catastrophic impact of a comet or asteroid, based in part on a statement made May 13th, 2014 by the French Foreign Minister Laurent Fabius that the world has 500 days to avoid climate chaos. However, the statement by Laurent Fabius may refer to a United Nations climate conference scheduled in Paris, France in November-December 2015, which is about 565 days after the date of his statement. The conspiracy theorists claim that Jade Helm 15 is a dress rehearsal for the imposition of martial law, which would be implemented in the event of a catastrophe of this level of severity. However, the NASA Near-Earth Object Program publishes the Century Risk Table, which is a list that identifies such threats, and the list does not include any object with a high Torino scale number, a measure of the severity of the threat, for 2015. Also, a NASA spokesperson said NASA knows of no asteroid or comet currently on a collision course with Earth. But the conspiracy theorists claim that the object has been tracked for years. The object name is known, but its published coordinates and orbit information are incorrect, and the threat is not publicly listed because of the panic that would ensue. And that's last 5 words is the reason why I believe we could all be being duped and be believing that Jade Helm is like, here it is, martial law, it's getting ready to be enacted. It's like all this conspiracy theory over the past few years, and even the 2012 shit, the getting ready for 2012 and building bunkers and all that has been for this, not for any of that.
Deep Impact, but there's a lot of similar movies that came out over the past 15 years with that idea.
Yeah,
of something
think about
striking the
Armageddon.
Earth.
Think about Armageddon. That's exactly what I was saying. I here, look, ready? This is I had wrote a whole bunch of notes for this.
This is going a little off the deep end, but we do that a bit on this show.
Yeah.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah. No, Starship Troopers, exactly, yeah.
The destruction of, where was it? Rio? Or no, whatever the hell.
All right, look, listen to this. A European Space Agency landed on a comet in 2014, okay? There's the Rosetta mission, which is a mission to chase, orbit, and land on a comet. Could they be blowing it up, too? Could it be the mission to chase, orbit, and land on the comet that's heading towards Earth? Armageddon, exactly. Yes. What do we do in Armageddon? Okay. Isaac Newton's riddle may not be true. I haven't really looked into it too much, but if you look up Isaac Newton's riddle, you'll actually find there's a lot of people who believe Isaac Newton put out information saying that September of 2015 there was going to be some major cataclysmic event. And Isaac Newton, if you know Isaac Newton, was literally one of the smartest people that's ever lived on this planet. Yes. I believe he had an IQ over 200. So it's like, I don't know. All right, and also listen to this. Blood moon tetrads, okay? The blood moon tetrads for people that are into, like, not horoscopes, but into... that kind of stuff, I guess, blood moons, and it's like kind of, I guess it's a religious kind of thing almost. If you hear this list, you'll be like, oh yeah, it is religious. All right, these are the blood moon tetrads, and we're getting ready to, in September of 2015, we enter into a blood moon tetrad, okay? And I think a tetrad is a 3-month period or a 6-month period or some 9-month period, some shit like that. Okay, listen. 162 to 163 AD, the persecution of the Jews and Christians by Rome. Okay. 795 to 796, 842 to 843, 860 to 861. Okay, so there was a lot bunched in there, but not a lot really happened. All right, but listen to this. 1493 to 1494, the Jews were expelled from Spain. 1949 to 1950, Israel was born or created by the United States. 1967 to 1968, the Six-Day War and the taking of Jerusalem from Palestinian people. All right, and there's also a lot of people that believe the Mayans postponed Doomsday to 2015 from 2012 because they had gotten the calendar just a little bit wrong, but it actually did say 2015, September 2015. So there's a lot of stuff, and the blood moon tetrad thing makes me believe that this could all just be like a blue beam type situation because all those are man-made created.
When you first told me about this comet and I started looking into it, I forget now. I should have wrote it down. A scientist was saying something that our solar system has drifted now into a part of the galaxy where it's more susceptible to
there's more comets and asteroids. There's more activity of comets and asteroids, and that has always been true. It's just more true now. The percentage is higher, but it's always been true that we could be hit, and we're told that if we're going to be hit, or there's a chance that we're going to be hit by a major or a large asteroid, that we'll only have a few days notice. I don't believe that's the case. I believe they know if we're going to get hit within a year, 2 years, you know what I'm saying? They can kind of project it out that we're going to get hit within a year or two, you know what I'm saying? Or they know almost the exact date that we're going to get hit. Honestly, that's what I think, whereas we're told it's like 3 days or some shit. I don't know exactly. I think we're actually told it's like 3 months or some shit. They have that's why that NASA thing where they track near-Earth objects doesn't have anything that's a threat for 2015. And it's like, I just remember, what I keep thinking about is the comet or the asteroid that came within like 2.4 something miles or some shit, kilometers or some shit from Earth's atmosphere. And it would have been big enough to cause cataclysmic. It would have been a cataclysmic event had it struck Earth. But they didn't know about it. It might not have been an extinction level event, but it would have caused tsunamis and fucking what do you call it? Darkness for a couple days, like literally the ash cloud from a whole bunch of shit. I don't know, dude. I watched some Discovery Channel thing on it. Yeah. But I don't know. The whole thing's crazy because that one comet that could have hit us or came between like within 2.4 miles or some shit, or maybe it was 214 miles. I think that's what it was, 214 miles of our atmosphere, which is still like really close. We didn't know about that until after it passed, or right as it was passing. So it's like, or that's what we were told. So I don't know, or is that just part of the mindset where they need us to believe when they tell us it's 3 days away, that they only know that it's been 3 days away, so we don't go looking for their bunkers that we know they've been building for fucking ever. Yeah. You know, they've been building for a few years now. It's like we think that they just found out 3 days ago, or they just found out yesterday, and they're telling us today that it's 2 days away. I don't know. But
that's an interesting thought.
It is an interesting thought, but Brian, we've got to move on.
My thought are all those movies that they've been making about Earth impacts conditioning for people to get used to things hitting the Earth.
If you look up September 2015 asteroid or September 2015 comet, you will find plenty of videos displaying all of the movies about comet impacts and asteroid impacts with the planet.
I got all things that are good.